और मेरे भाई, क्या हाल चाल? कैसी हो बहन? काम कर रहे हो कि नहीं कर रहे हो? काम करते रहना चाहिए, जीवन चलते रहेगा। योर सेल्फ इम्प्रूवमेंट हैज़ टू बी कॉन्स्टेंट। बाकी आज की वीडियो में बात करते हैं कि हाउ यू कैन वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ टू गेट दैट हाई पेइंग जॉब लाइक 30, 40, 50 LPA, right? If you are in college or starting college engineering, you must probably be terrified. There is so many tutorials, news and videos. Every time you open Instagram or Twitter, you see like, oh, AI can build this in like bam 10 minutes. Does that mean, oh, AI is going to come take my jobs? Am I even studying the right thing? Will this job even be there after my engineering? These are the right questions to ask, and it's okay to be terrified, but I'm here to tell you that software engineering is not dead. Well, at least not yet. So let me stop you right there. Take a deep breath. Now, obviously, the times have changed. You will not get a high paying job if you just know how to write code. It used to be this way a few years ago, but now you have to be more than capable to just write code. What does that mean? It means that the job of just writing code is being done very nicely by AI. So what you have to do is build the architecture, be the orchestrator. Again, what does that mean? It means you are no longer the guy to lay bricks one by one. You are the architect of building the skyscraper. I know what it feels like to start from zero. I am not from an IIT or an NIT. I started from a tier 3 college as well, where no one talked about a high paying job. Now, I didn't get this because I'm the smartest person in the room. I think I got this because I built the right foundation. And today I'm going to share that exact step-by-step sequence with you all so you can also work towards cracking a high-paying job. So grab a notebook and let's map it out. So let's start with phase 1. Now your phase 1 has absolutely nothing to do with building your apps. No, we will not be focusing on building your apps in your phase 1. It is entirely about understanding the machine. So we are going to be focusing on your machine in your phase 1. Think about it like this. Now, when you learn to drive, you can learn to drive an automatic car or a manual car with clutch and gears. Python, for instance, is an automatic car. It does all the hard work for you. It manages your memory, it cleans up your garbage. But if you want to be an elite engineer, you need to learn to drive a manual transmission car. What does that mean? Where am I getting at? This is why your first step is to learn a language like C++ or Java. When you write C++, you have to tell the computer exactly how much memory to use, when to let it go. You will learn what an array actually is. Inside the RAM, you will learn object-oriented programming, which is basically a way to tell that how to organize your code so it doesn't become massive tangled mess, right? So there goes your concept of OOPS, object-oriented programming. Don't rush this. Spend 3 to 4 months over here, or maybe faster if you are fast, right? So spend a couple of months over here. Learn like what is a loop? What is a loop? Learn what is an if statement. What is an if statement? Maybe build a simple command line game like a tic-tac-toe where everything happens in black and white. You are not trying to impress anyone over here, right? You are just learning the subject. So this is what your phase 1 looks like, okay? Your next phase is DSA. Now, people ask me all the time, if AI can write sorting algorithm, why do I need to learn this? Fair question. Let me explain DSA in a very simple way. Let us say that I put you in a massive library where you have, let us say, 10 million books. Okay. If you check each and every book one by one, it will take you a month. But if I organize those books, let's say alphabetically, which is a data structure, and you use a method of cutting the library in half, which is actually an algorithm, you will now find the book in 20 seconds. So when you interview in any top companies, they are testing if your code will crash when 10 million people use it at the same time. AI can write the code, but you have to know which data structure fits the business problem. So this is what you're going to do in your phase 2. Start with your lead code. Start lead code. Now do not just look at answers. Try to solve a problem for at least 30 minutes. Struggle with it. If you can't figure it out after 30 minutes, maybe then try to look at the solution or maybe some hints. Understand the pattern and write the code yourself without looking. Focus on patterns. There is a lot of patterns that you have. Try to understand them. We have arrays, we have hash maps, we have two pointers, we have trees, and so on, right? So try to understand each category. Treat this like your mental gym. You are tearing down your mental muscles so they grow back stronger. This is your phase 2. Now, let us go to phase 3. Now you know programming language, you know what DSA is. Phase 3 is where we actually start building apps. So if you build a generic, let us say a calculator or a weather app in 2026, this is a no-go. Recruiters will throw your resume in the trash. AI can build a weather app in 3 prompts. You need to show that you are an orchestrator. You need to learn. You can start with web development. Web dev. Start with web dev. Learn a front-end framework. Front-end framework. It can be anything. It can be your React. It can be Next.js, right? Pick a front-end framework and learn a front-end framework. Now, after you know front-end, what you can do is you can start with your backend. In your backend, you will learn something like Python or Node.js. Node.js, Python. And most importantly, you must learn to understand how APIs work, right? What are APIs? Let me quickly explain you what APIs are. Think of it like, now this is a very popular example. Think of it like a waiter in a restaurant, right? So you look at the menu and you give your order to the waiter. Waiter is going to take your order, go to the kitchen, that is your backend, and the kitchen is going to cook some things and give it to the waiter. Waiter is going to bring those things to you. You are the front end. Waiter is the API. Things that are happening in between your front end and the back end, right? That is a very high level overview and a very popular example. So I'm just giving you a hang of it, right? In the AI era, you are going to use APIs. And here is maybe a quick example that will actually help you understand. And here is actually a nice project idea that will probably help you improve your resume. So what you will do is you will build a web app where maybe a student can upload, say, a YT video, right? A YouTube video link. And your backend will actually extract the transcript and send it to your maybe Gemini API, OpenAI API, and it will ask your AI to summarize the video into, let us say, 5 bullet points and generate a quick quiz. If you build that, you prove to the company that you actually understand front-end. You understand what is back-end routing and how to plug modern AI into real product. That is what a 2026 engineer looks like. That is your phase 3. Let's talk about your phase 4. Phase 4 is your battlefield. Now, phase 4 is actually how you beat the competition. You have to create what I called proof of work. Okay? Now, a degree is a very common thing that everybody has. But a living history of your coding journey, that is something you can have to stand out. You need to start doing hackathons and contributing to open source. Start participating in any hackathon that you see. Whoops, that's a wrong spelling. Hackathon and open source. Why am I asking you to do all these things? So even if you don't have a team for a hackathon, go anyway. You will be forced to build a project in about 24 to maybe 48 hours. Your database won't connect, your screen will freeze, you will panic. But it's good. You will learn more from a broken server at 3 a.m. than you will from a 10-hour YouTube tutorial. You want to learn in public. Your GitHub, your LinkedIn, and your Twitter are your real resume. Stop posting garbage like, I am honored to start learning HTML, CSS. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what you are learning. Everybody wants to see results. What are your results? Oh, you did the certification. Good. But what did you make out of the certification? Oh, you learned Python. Great. What did you make out of learning Python? You can post your failures, your architecture, maybe something like, I built an AI PDF analyzer this weekend and it hit some limits on my API and the app crashed. I had to spend, let's say, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours learning how to implement a queue system to fix it. And this is the screenshot of the architecture. So when a recruiter or maybe a manager reads that, they will know that, okay, this guy knows what he's working on, right? That is your phase 4. You will focus on participating in hackathons, doing open source contributions, learning in public, and posting your work. We will now move on to the final phase, that is your phase 5. Before you start interviewing for these 30, 40, 50 LPA jobs, you should know what is system design. System design is just answering one question. What happens when your app goes from 10 users to 100,000 users overnight? If everyone hits your server at once, it catches on fire. So you learn about load balancers. You learn about caching. What is caching? Which is like memorizing the answer to a math problem so you don't have to calculate it every single time. You don't need to be an expert at this as a fresher, but knowing the vocabulary puts you at the top of candidates. Look, I know this roadmap is not easy. There will be days where you stare at a red error screen for, I don't know, 6 hours straight and you will feel completely stupid, but I have been there. And everyone, one of those top programmers have probably been there. But if you stick to the sequence, learn the core, build your brain with DSA, integrate AI into real projects, and maybe share your work in public, you will be unstoppable. So stop worrying about AI taking your job and start learning how to control it. Open your laptop, download a code editor, and get to work right now. If this video gave you clarity, hit the like button. Let me know down in comments which phase you are starting right now, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye-bye.